If anybody needs to use the internet or attach to the internet, it is the firefly.sgu, and the password is sguguest before we get started. I would first like to recognize the presence of, and there's a big list, Dr. Glenn Jacobs, Provost, Dr. Dean Hendrickson, our keynote speaker, Dr. Brendan LeGrenard, Vice Provost for International Advancement, Dr. Neil Olson, Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Callum McPherson, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, Dr. Lucy Clunes, Dean of Students, Dr. Joanna Rayner, representing Dr. Marios Lucas, Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Sarah Raby, Chair of the Department of Educational Services, Dr. Cummings, Chief Veterinary Officer, Ministry of Agricultural and Lands, other faculty members, staff, specialty invited guests, parents, students, and of course, all our Term 1 students. And there's a lot of you. January 2008, 16 years ago. Hold on. I was wearing this white coat, sitting right where all of you are. Well, not in these seats, because this building wasn't even here yet. Thinking, what the hell? Thinking, what the hell did I get myself into? I was nervous, scared, but also excited and so proud. I had finally done it. I got into vet school, and here we go. Throughout my 3 years in Grenada, it was really tough and challenging, but also so rewarding. There were so many hours spent studying in lecture hall, bottle feeding puppies throughout the night before getting up and going to class early in the morning, stressing out about all the exams, and I don't even want to tell you where I had to put my arm when it came to the cows. Despite all of that, it was an amazing experience while being at SGU. I got to travel around the island, helping out local farmers with their goats, chickens, and pigs, and I had the opportunity to help control the feral dog and cat population by performing routine spay and neuters. With all of the training and amazing faculty and staff support, several of them who are still here at SGU today, I was prepared and ready to go on to my clinical year at The Ohio State University. After graduating from SGU in 2012, I went straight into general practice in Northeast Ohio. After 12 years in small animal general practice, I accepted my current position as an assistant professor at the small animal clinic. And like all of you, I am a first term here in my position at SGU. I am grateful to have been afforded this unique privilege to not only share my experiences and knowledge with future veterinarians, but to get to do it here on this beautiful island of Grenada. Make the most out of the next few years here. I challenge all of you to be sure that between your classes and study sessions, you get out there and explore this breathtaking island. I promise you, it goes by fast. I am truly honored to be on this stage today to be able to celebrate the start of your journey. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge my amazing husband, Mike. We've been together for almost 17 years, so he has been by my side through all the ups and downs that come with this profession and this crazy life we live. Without his continued love and support, I would not have been able to accomplish all this by myself. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you and I love you. St. George's University School of Veterinary Medicine aims to offer exceptional opportunities for education and graduate studies for students in an international community comparable to the finest veterinary programs available in the US or elsewhere. We aim to provide professional services to Grenada and other Caribbean locals while establishing a reputation for research and educational excellence. SGU's School of Veterinary Medicine accepted its first class in August of 1999 and has accepted 2 classes each year since then. SGU SVM conducts its 1st through 6th term classes on True Blue campus in Grenada. Students then complete their 4th year clinical training at one of our 31 affiliated universities in the US, UK, Canada, Ireland, or Australia. 2005 marked a milestone for the SVM when the Society of Phi Zeta, the National Veterinary Honor Society for veterinary faculty and students, installed its first international chapter at St. George's University. To date, SGU SVM has over 2,000 graduates from all over the world. Ready for this list? US, UK, Canada, Sweden, Ireland, Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, Barbados, Bermuda, Jamaica, Venezuela, Russia, Mexico, Colombia, Japan, Lesotho, Portugal, Germany, Botswana, Pakistan, South Africa, and Israel. Maybe we can add to that list with this term, who are all licensed to practice in 41 states in the US, UK, Canada, and Grenada. In September of 2011, the American Veterinary Medical Association Council of Education announced its full accreditation of the university's Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program for 7 years. The DVM program was reaccredited by the AVMA in October of 2018 for a further 7 years. In 2016, the American Animal Hospital Association, AHA, gave its stamp of approval accrediting the School of Veterinary Medicine's small animal clinic for 2 years, making it the second practice outside the United States and Canada to earn this distinction. The clinic was reaccredited for 3 years by the AHA in January of 2019 and December 2022 for 3 more years. SGU continues to strive toward establishing leading-edge veterinary knowledge, expanding its curriculum, and leveraging new technology in state-of-the-art laboratories and classrooms. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Glenn Jacobs, Provost of St. George's University, who brings greetings from the university administration.
Thank you, Dr. Shaw. I stand on the protocol already established. Good morning. I hope you all are having a good time so far. On behalf of St. George's University, I would like to welcome all of you to SGU and the island of Grenada. A special word of welcome to all the parents, family, and friends present here today. I hope you are enjoying your stay here on the island. Now, you are fortunate visiting us during this very special time in Grenada. This year, Grenada will be celebrating its 50th anniversary of independence. It's a big deal, and you will see that as you move around on the island. You probably have noticed all the red, green, and gold colors celebrating this event. And we at SGU are very happy to celebrate this event with the community of Grenada. Now, you as parents and family and friends, parents are also family, I get it, but for all the additional members, this is a real nice time to be in Grenada. And I hope you've experienced some of the unique things in Grenada. Try maybe some of the special dishes here. You've probably heard about callaloo soup. If you haven't, yeah, I see a lot of people shaking their head. That's a good one. And then also maybe the traditional dish, not so easy to find, but oil down. If you hear about that, it's quite a mixture of many things. It would take my whole speech to explain what's in there, but you guys can figure that out. Perhaps you can enjoy some of that. And if you want to take a little momentum home, a nice thing to do is buy a little bottle of hot sauce. There's this very special hot sauce called Baron. And it is actually so popular that it's sold out in the supermarkets at the moment, and maybe you'll get some at the duty-free shops at the airport. So, students, I am very happy to welcome you in person here today. Now, I will not be addressing you that often again. The next time I probably will speak to you as a group will be during your graduation. Yeah, you will be amazed how quickly that will be. So, sitting here today, you must have had and have dreams and goals. So this following statement or quote relates to that. Now, the quote is from one of my favorite actors called Denzel Washington. Yeah, I hope I see there's some other fans as well. And you probably know this quote, but this was a really, I think, a relevant quote to remind yourselves of. Dreams without goals are just dreams. And ultimately, they fuel disappointment. On the road to achieving your dreams, you should apply discipline, but more importantly, consistency. Because without discipline, commitment, you will never start. But without consistency, you will never finish. Pursue your dreams, your goals, be consistent, and remember this special day. Enjoy it with your parents, enjoy it with your family, your friends, your loved ones. This is a big deal. Congratulations. Have a fun day. You deserve it. Thank you very much. It is now, I could introduce Dr. Olson. It's now, no, I'll let you do it. You think we can do it together? Okay, we haven't rehearsed this, but we can improvise.
Thank you, Dr. Jacobs. We now invite Dean, School of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Neil Olson,
to the podium for a few words of welcome and to introduce our keynote speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Jacobs and Dr. Shaw, for that eloquent introduction. It's really my pleasure and privilege to also welcome you to St. George's University today. To our students, today is your next step along the road of realizing your dream of becoming a veterinarian. I want to thank especially to all parents and family members who have helped and nurtured this incoming class of veterinary students. This white coat ceremony is a symbolic representation of your entry into the profession of veterinary medicine and a demonstration of your commitment to upholding the code of professional conduct expected of medical professionals. At the St. George's University School of Veterinary Medicine, there is no doubt as to what our number one job is, and that's to educate veterinary students. Our primary goal is not to provide students to become licensed veterinarians, but also to become leaders in the many facets of career opportunities that our dynamic profession offers. I love saying, and I've been saying this for nearly 50 years, it is truly an exciting time to be a veterinarian. It is truly an exciting time to embrace change within our profession. To the graduating class of 2028, wow, can you believe it? We're already talking about graduation. 2028, not that far off. I just want to say that there are many aspects of becoming a veterinarian you will soon encounter that go beyond the diagnosis and treatment of animal maladies and preventative care. In fact, I would argue that the veterinary profession is very much a people-oriented profession. Your success as a veterinarian will have more to do with your interactions with people than any other single variable. And I must remind you that people pay the bills. In closing, I look forward to greeting you on graduation day in New York. I look forward to working with you as future alumni as we navigate through the challenges and opportunities that surface in our changing environment. The experiences you will have at St. George's University will serve to enrich you personally and professionally. You all have worked diligently to become veterinary medical students, and I wish you every success as you strive to excel in your pursuit of the knowledge, skills, and attributes necessary for your career. Best of luck to you, and I congratulate you on reaching this milestone. Now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker today, Dr. Dean Hendrickson. Dr. Hendrickson received his Doctor of Veterinary degree from Colorado State University in 1988. He completed an equine surgery and medicine internship at the University of Sydney in Sydney, Australia in 1989. He completed a 3-year combined large animal surgery residency and Masters of Science program at Cornell University in 1992. He then became a faculty member in the Department of Surgical Sciences at the School of Veterinary Medicine at the University of Wisconsin at Madison. He later joined the Department of Clinical Sciences, where he is today, at Colorado State University in 1994. Now, as an equine surgeon at Colorado State, he is involved in all aspects of equine surgery, including orthopedics and soft tissue surgery. He has spoken internationally on topics including wound care, minimally invasive surgery, and orthopedics. Somewhat by coincidence, I met Dr. Hendrickson about 5 years ago at an international conference called INVEST. That's an acronym that stands for International Veterinary Education Simulation in Teaching. Now, Dr. Hendrickson is a co-founder of that organization that has the objective of advancing simulation technology in veterinary education and holds an international meeting every 18 to 24 months. At that meeting, approximately 5 years ago in Tennessee, Lincoln Memorial University, and I attended that meeting, we got together over dinner, and we started talking about, well, where is the next meeting going to be held? Well, we decided that I came back to Grenada and said, well, I think we should try to host it here. Well, 51 weeks ago, almost 1 year to the date, we held that international symposium here at St. George's University. And of course, Dr. Hendrickson was here playing the role that he's always played in that organization. And it was just an honor to have him here. And it was great to have that international body of people promoting simulation technologies in veterinary education. Dr. Hendrickson, we're very happy to have you, and please give him a thunderous round of applause.
Thank you, Dr. Olson, and wow, is it so fun to see your smiling faces out there. Welcome, family. Great to have you here, parents, friends, and especially the students. It is such an amazing career. I have to tell you, I mean, I graduated 35 years ago. I am just as in love with this career now as I was then. There are so many opportunities. There are so many things you guys are going to get to see and do, and how it's changed. I mean, to the positives and things, and the new diagnostic skills that we have, the new opportunities we have as veterinarians, the places we get to go and see and be part of. It's just such an exciting time. And so I'm excited to be here as part of this. Thank you for the invitation. Great to be part of this amazing program. I remember when I started veterinary school, we had an event not at all like this. We sat in a room and the dean came in and said, "Don't be on time Monday." And then he left. And we're like, okay, good enough. We have now been initiated into the field, and this is good. So I love that we're doing something more, right? It's a special time. It's a neat time for you guys to be part of this. You've worked hard to get here, right? How many of you just decided a month or two ago to go to veterinary school? Yeah, right? No, it's been years in the making to get to where you are and the opportunities that are there. So you've worked hard to get here, and you're going to work hard while you're here. I'm not going to lie to you. Veterinary school is an amazing thing, but you're going to earn your degree. Nobody gets a veterinary degree. Everybody earns a veterinary degree, and you will do that. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging. There's going to be tears. There's going to be laughter. There's going to be all of that with part of this. But it will be worth it. And in 4 years, you will go through the opportunity to commence your veterinary degree, right? We often think of graduation as the ending of something, but really it's just the second beginning. Today's the first beginning of your veterinary career, and graduation or commencement will be the second beginning of your veterinary career. And it's where you're going to go then and do all these things that you've been prepared for, whether that's practice, whether that's industry, whether that's regulatory medicine, whatever it might be, that's when you're going to really commence the beginning of that. So I'm excited for you for that. I am excited because when I sat in your seats, not literally because it was in Fort Collins, Colorado, and our dean said, "Don't be late," I had no idea what my career would be. I could never have told you what it was going to look like at that point in time. I had an idea of what I thought my career would look like. I expected to be a mixed animal practitioner. So I grew up in a small farm near a small town, 35 miles from the Canadian border of Montana, in the frozen tundra of the Northlands, as we like to call it, which a couple weeks ago was minus 54 on the thermometer with about a 70-degree below zero wind chill factor. So that's what I expected. I'd be back being a mixed animal practitioner in that whole concept. Lo and behold, I failed miserably and ended up as an equine surgeon. You never know, right? You try your best, but sometimes you can't achieve what your goals are, and you end up being something else. So with that, though, is amazing for me is that I have actually done veterinary work on every continent except Antarctica. That's pretty cool, right? The problem is, well over half of you just said, "I'll never do that. I'll never be able to go there. I'll never be that." But you have to realize that 39 years ago, when I was listening to our dean tell us not to be late, I was just like you, same as you. I had dreams and goals. I wanted to be a veterinarian since I was 4 years old, so my parents tell me. I don't remember that, but they said that, so I have to believe it's true. And I was solely focused on becoming a veterinarian and was so excited starting veterinary school, but I could have never imagined where life would take me, where I would go, what I would do, that one day I'd actually be here in Grenada talking to you and encouraging you along the path. This is such a crazy career. There's so many opportunities. There's so many things you can do with this. It's just the world is your oyster. It really is. There's so much you can do from this. So I just want to encourage you on a few things as we get started. One is comparisons. Comparisons are the nemesis of success, right? And you're going to do it. You've already done it. You've already looked around you and thought, "They sure look smarter than me. They're probably more accomplished than me. This person's done more than me." And guess what? Some of them will be smarter than you. Some of them will not be smarter than you. Some of them will have done more. Some will have not done more. The problem with comparisons, though, is that we spend so much time thinking of others that we forget to imagine who we are and what we have to offer. When I started veterinary school, my first few months, it turned out there were 3 or 4 other classmates that were all going to be equine surgeons, and they were going to take the world by storm and do this. And I'm like, good for you. I'm going to be a mixed animal practitioner. That's my job. That's my goal. It's my dream. That's what I want to be. Well, as it turns out, guess who the equine surgeon is of that whole group? Yeah, none of them went on for residencies. None of them are surgeons. And so you just don't know what they are. But yet I got caught in that trap. I got caught in that trap of thinking, they're sure smarter than me. They've done more than me. They've experienced more than me. But the reality is, we've just experienced different things. So here's your first examination question of veterinary school. Do you know what this is? This is a measuring stick, right? Some people call them rulers. This is a measuring stick. If you notice whose name is on this measuring stick, it's my measuring stick. I get to measure myself with this stick. I can't measure me with your sticks. There are people here, out here, for these new students who have done more in life than I have done. You've seen more, you've been more places, you've experienced more things, some amazing, some really sad. But you have your own measuring sticks, and you guys need to remember that. Nobody can measure you by their stick, and you can't measure yourself by any else's stick. You have your own. You have your own dreams, your own goals. I love that quote by Denzel Washington, right? You've got your own. Focus on those. Don't get caught up in that comparison. The challenge that we have in that, right, is we start thinking too much about other people and we don't think enough about where we're going and what we're doing. We won't be distracted by comparison if we are captivated by purpose. Be captivated by purpose. Encourage each other. This is not the time to worry about competition or comparison. This is the time where we actually come alongside and we lift each other up. We raise each other's arms. We float each other's boats. We raise each other's tide. However you want to think about that. This is the time now for that. This is when we come alongside each other and make each other better. This is when we have the opportunity to be colleagues. This is the rest of your life. This is the beginning of the rest of your careers as colleagues in doing that. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to work with some of you. I'd love to work with all of you. But some of you I'll get the chance to work with at some point. And that's going to be so exciting to do that because it's just such a neat time to have that opportunity to help each other with that. None of you are here by accident. You are all here on purpose. It wasn't the wrong email. They chose you. They chose you to be here. They want you to be here. You all bring something to this class that no one else can bring to this class. And so your involvement and engagement in it is going to be so important. And please make sure that you take advantage of that and you engage with it. I think the other challenge that we don't do a very good job of in veterinary school is recognizing the realities of class and class rank, class position. None of you have been out of the top 10% of your class ever in your entire life. None of you. It's an amazing situation that we have literally in the world of veterinary medicine take the cream of the crop. It's a fantastic profession for that. But after your first exam, half of you will be in the bottom half of your class. That's the way math works. You've never been there before. You don't even know what that looks like. You've never looked up towards that. It's okay, because that's a new normal for all of us. We are in it together as a team. This is, again, where we can help each other out. What do you know for sure happens if you see a turtle on a fence post? Somebody put it there. That's the only thing you know for sure. Somebody put the turtle on the fence post because he's not going to get up on the fence post by itself. That's us. Right? There's a recognition here of who we are and where we've come from. We have not gotten here on our own. There are people, and I hope you're thinking of them right now, that have made such a difference to you in your life, that have gotten you to this stage and gotten you this spot. And they're the people you're going to rely on, as well as the people sitting beside you, to help you through these next stages and these next steps. And remember that, right? Remember where we've come from and be excited about where we're going to. And think of those people who put you up on the fence post and who took you back down, because it's really unfortunate to leave the turtle up there. And be thinking about that as you continue to go through this. Leo Buscaglia said, "Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around." You're going to have times and opportunities over the next months, years, to turn to somebody beside you and offer those things for them, because they're going through a rough patch, a rough time, difficult classes, difficult situations, family stuff. You're away from home. Long ways away from home for some of you. And this is a great time to remember that about each other and to encourage each other and come alongside each other and help each other and lift each other up through that. Watch out for others. One of the things I committed to in my job and in my world at CSU is that I always engage every person I come in contact with, and I ask them how they are. And I promised myself that unless absolutely I could not do it, if somebody gave me anything other than a very positive response, I would stop and check in with them. So just okay? You're doing just okay today. Why? Why just okay? How can I help? What can I do to help you? Do that with each other. Think about that. Don't let that go. There's opportunities, right? You're going to see people and you're going to know them well enough that when you come in contact and say hi to them and they respond in a way that is unlike that, make sure you check in and figure out why. We have to help each other out and really help each other through this program. Again, it's incredibly worth it. There's so much value to this, but make sure that you take the time to help each other with that. Your future is going to be dependent upon your effort. In many cases, where you go, what you do will be dependent upon that. I love quotes. Louis L'Amour is one of my favorite authors in the world. He writes Westerns, and they all turn out the same, and everybody goes, they're so boring. I said, no, the good people win. I love that. Louis L'Amour said, a great book begins with an idea, a great life with determination. So much like Denzel Washington's quote, it's not just enough to dream about this, but you have to be determined to get through this. Take everything you can out of this career. You guys have an amazing faculty here. I've had a chance last year to engage with many of them in different things. They're amazing people. These people really care about you. They really have a desire to help you get better with what you're doing. So make sure that you take advantage of that. Thomas Edison said, if we did all the things we are capable of, we would astound ourselves. Do everything you're capable of. Be astounded and astounding among each other. And they also said, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try one more time. Never stop. Rob Liano said, achieving success is a challenge, but so is struggling. You might as well choose success. Make an effort and do that. Keep trying. Your whole life has been jumping through hoops, doing things to get you to here. You've worked so hard to accomplish that. You've done so many things. You've worked in practices. You've cleaned out cages. You've cleaned out stalls. You've done all these things to get you the opportunity to hang out with the veterinarians and to do more and more and more. And you've worked so hard. Keep trying. Keep working. You are going to do amazing things. You're going to make a difference in people's and animals' lives. You're going to make a difference in people's and animals' lives. You're going to change things. You're going to give people an opportunity to walk out with more confidence than they walked into the practice or into the lab or wherever you are. There's so many chances there for that. Please, please, please work on that. It doesn't matter how big the difference is. It just matters that you help. Success. Get involved. Man, this is the biggest thing I tell students every time I talk to them. Get involved. Get engaged. You're going to work hard. You're going to do a bunch of things that you sometimes look at and go, how again does this help me become a veterinarian? And what am I learning in this class that I should be learning? Then how is this going to make a difference? And you're going to need to have things that keep reminding you why you're there. So get involved, talk to the faculty. Again, they're an amazing group of people. They have all these resources, all these experiences, everything else. Find out who you can engage with. When you're on breaks, make sure that you find people that are doing what you think you might want to do as a veterinarian and check it out. I tell every student that when it's quiet and you're sitting down and nothing else is on your mind, quickly, as fast as possible, write down the 5 top things you can imagine doing after you graduate from veterinary school. Don't overthink it. Don't just as quickly as possible. Then find people that are doing those things and go shadow them. Go work with them. Try it on. See if it fits, if it's something you like or not. And that'll help guide you down the path. There's so many things we can do in this career. Sometimes it can be overwhelming thinking about all of those. Focus is good. If you don't have focus, you're going to get lost in your dreams, right? And it's just going to be a dream. So be focused is good. I almost blew this, right? I was so focused, mixed animal practitioner, small town Montana. Never looked to the side. I was always, this is where I was going. There was no other career. People would say different things, and I'm like, why bother? I know where I'm going. And I almost missed it. I had a faculty member, and I'm so thankful for him, that took me aside one day and said, you need to teach. I was at 4th year, small animal critical care, the furthest thing from my mind in the whole world. And he said, you need to teach. And I said, thank you, Dr. Wingfield, but I do not have a teaching bone in my body. He said, but you do. I said, no, I don't. He gave me one more week. He sat me down and said, Hendrickson, you need to teach. And I said, no, I'm not interested. Why? And yet, as things happened and things moved, God moved me in a direction towards that. And sure enough, I tried it out. I took the blinders off and I went, wow, this is the most amazing career in the world. What was I thinking? How was I so dumb not to see this? And I thank him every time I see him. He's retired now in Fort Collins, but every time I see him, I thank him because he set me on this path to make a difference. So get some help. Work with people, get some ideas of what you can do. Remember your measuring stick, right? This is yours. This is going to guide you, not somebody else's. All the other guys who want to be equine surgeons are in mixed animal practice. I'm a mixed animal practitioner in equine surgery, so you never know what you're going to do. I do get the joke, because I actually still am at heart a mixed animal practitioner. I do a lot of exotic animal work, so I still do all sorts of different things. One time, actually over a 6-week time frame, I worked on 13 species of animals. So you never really know. A beluga whale, a polar bear, an ostrich, a penguin, horses, sheep, goats, cows, things like that. Thomas Watson, who was the CEO of IBM, said, would you like me to give you a formula for success? It's quite simple, really. Double your rate of failure. You're thinking of failure as the enemy of success, but it isn't at all. You can be discouraged by failure, or you can learn from it. So go ahead and make mistakes. Make all you can, because remember, that's where you find success. Einstein said, try not to become a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value. Robert Schuller said, I'd rather attempt to do something great and fail than to attempt to do nothing and succeed. William James said, act as if what you do makes a difference, because it does. You have an amazing 4 years ahead of you, and then an amazing life as a veterinarian ahead of that. And there's so many things to do. So again, I want to reiterate, get engaged. Get involved, talk to your faculty members, talk to Dr. Olson, find out who's doing what it is you think you might want to do. Think about those 5 things. When it's quiet, not a lot of things on your mind, just as fast as you can write down the 5 things you could see yourself doing after you graduate from veterinary school, and find people that do that so you can work through that. Lean on your family, lean on each other, lean on your friends. Be available to be leaned on by your family, your friends, and those people around you. Work with the faculty and the staff. They come with all these amazing backgrounds and experiences and opportunities for you, and they are there for you. These guys are, again, I will tell you, amazing faculty to work with. Think about your previous mentors, people who have had an impact in your life. Check in with them frequently. Talk to them. Help continue to get guidance from them as you move forward. Those of us who have come before are here for you. We love our profession by and large, and we are here for you. We want to see you be successful in that, and we want to see you really enjoy it. My mentor from undergrad said to me one day when I was stressed out about applying for veterinary school and whether or not I should really make this step, said to me, he said, Dean, if you want to sail a big ship, you have to go where the water's deep. I have the impression looking out here, there's going to be some pretty big ships floating around in your lives and in your careers, and I am so excited to be a colleague of yours. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me if there's ever anything I can do to help you along that path. Good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Hendrickson, for those inspiring words. Based on recommendations by the AVMA, our school introduced a professionalism course for the incoming class, and its first component, a 2-day professional attributes workshop called PAWS, was recently completed. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of pictures to come. It is befitting that after completing this professionalism workshop, you are officially welcomed into the Veterinary Society. The white coat serves as a symbol of professionalism and to welcome each of you to the veterinary medical profession. St. George's University School of Veterinary Medicine will now present you with a white coat. It symbolizes your entry to the profession and your commitment to uphold the duties of the profession. Robing at the white coat ceremony is considered to be an honor and must be pre-approved. To assist our keynote speaker, Dr. Dean Hendrickson, with myself, I now invite to the stage Dr. Muhammad Bayat, Associate Dean of Students, Dr. Wayne Sylvester, Medical Director, Small Animal Clinic, Dr. Stuart Gordon, Associate Professor in the Large Animal Medicine and Surgery Department, Dr. Sophie Moti, Assistant Professor in Pathobiology, and Dr. Mahesh Deokar, Associate Professor in Anatomy, Physiology, and Pharmacology Department. I also invite to the stage Dean Olson to extend congratulations to each incoming student. In recognition of our international enrollment, Dr. Tara Patterson, Assistant Dean, 4th year clinical training, will call each student by name. Please hold your applause until all students have been robed. For safety, we ask the audience kindly remain seated and not interrupt the ceremony by taking pictures in the forward section. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good morning. Good morning. Jordan Huntley, Alana White, Shelby Charles, Sandra Napchik, Victoria Lewis, Shelley Malikan, and Brett Moffitt. Haley Saunders, Bailey Gentili, Nicholas Menino, Michaela Wilde, Ray Sadie Sands, Caitlin Anderson, Anna Croker. Fiona Marlowe, Leomara Rivera Melendez, Alejandra Carbonell Morales, Alanas de la Torre, Gabrielle Saracen, Chrysanthi Geosalides, Haley Fidani. Juliana Yucca, Heidi Health, Teresa Martellini, Brittany Mull, Giselle Badesi, Amira Thomas, Dara Johnson, Madeline Butcher, Morgan Eckstein, Samantha Chavez, Alexis Myers, Rachel Smallwood, Olivia Maggio, Sonia Singh, Jessica Heitman, Samantha Sophia San Juan, Maggie Medier, Ines Morris, Nicole Romero Martinez, Shawan Lee, Paxton Horvath, Natalie Gil Rodriguez, Sophia Campanella, Anastasia Galetka, Danielle Allison, Sophia Goronsky, Emily Bertani, Bridget Kelly, Kaylee Pasquale, Sierra Rose, Maddie Mercy, Kylie Sholin, Austin Tidwell, Natalie Abernathy, Susanna Stock, Franco Kacha. Chris Florchinger. Janice Williams. Juliet Horkey. Molly Barr. Elizabeth Shepard. And Benjamin Kessler. Zachary Levine. Mariah Pugh. Natalie Steinman. Heather Hutchko. Vivian Summerlin. Johanna Diedrichs. And Caroline Trifiades. Julianne Foran. Malika Friday. Eve Burrell. Avery Hunter. Sydney Vreeland. Tate Campbell. Omar Escalera. Megan Haley. Haley Pasothis. Tatiana Suter. Hannah Truitt. Khalida Perger. Daisy Barrio Nuevo. Addison Wall. Alexa Baleras. Jason Flores. Deanna Madey. Danny Hunt. Tabitha Martin. Samantha Wallace. Carson Carruthers. Haley Burnett. Robin Yoakum. Leah Hensley. Carla Gustafson. Grace Simpson. Leslie Garcia. And Christy Lee. Danielle Menayan. Thompson Pittman. Ryan Vajid. Gabrielle Cordero Bruno. Montana Nichols. Imani Craig Truss. Sarah Spangler. Cassandra Mata. Gianna Prisco. Noah Shore. Michael Habib. Catherine Harris. Antonio Rodriguez Torrado. Amparo Abascal Vadoya. Jenna Renas. Jackson Moxley. Layla Wood. Savannah Knight. Nina Whitaker. Jonas Keller. And Brandon Smith. Alfred Demas. Sebastian Gutierrez. Lucas Euler. Katie Johnson. Anne Brockman. Amy Mahoney. Jasmine Kai. Rebecca Scott. Riley McHugh. Christina Labrenz. Peyton Figger. Naomi Major. Miriam Lev. And Natalie Perez. Yuriko Hishia. Erica McKenzie. Sarah Arias. Jessica Breakstone. Bridget Reed. Kennedy Scott. And Cynthia Good. Kaylee Holland. Maya Smith. Bianca Lopez. Stephanie Zardone. Peyton Tipton. Katia Soberanes. Ashlia Pena. Haley Dalrymple. Sana Choi. Cindy Lee. John Dark Kafuri. Skylar Deavy. Amante Mazafarian. Tyler McPhail. So I believe we could now ask the coders to step down off the stage as we have our Term 1 students being coded by mentors or family. Anna Persad is being coded by her mentor and friend, Dr. Kayla Akaya, an SGU 2020 graduate. Natalie Corso is being coded by her mentor, Dr. Brittany Perfetto, also a graduate of the SGU SBM class of 2020. Kaylee Capola, will be coded by her mentor, Dr. J. Paul Rana. Catelyn Ballard will be coded by her mentor, Dr. Sarah Owens. Alyssa Quinn will be coded by her aunt and SGU grad of the class of 2022, Dr. Sarah Quinlan. Jackson Berkey will be coded by his father, Dr. Carter Berkey. James Hammett will be coded by his father, Dr. Jack Hammett, and his brother, an SGU SVM alumnus of the class of 2022, Jared Hammett. Evelise Weldon will be coded by her cousin and SGU graduate from the class of 2019, Dr. Alejandra Val. Diane Garcia Calderon will be coded by her mentor, an SGU graduate from the class of 2018, Dr. Noreen Wong. Mariah Russo will be coded by her mentor and SGU graduate from the class of 2017, Dr. Clarence Williams. Megan Thomas will be coded by her mentor, Dr. Clarence Williams. Edith Turple will be coded by her parents, Dr. Elizabeth McGill and Dr. Jim Turple. And last but not least, Zoe Todd will be coded by yours truly, Dr. Tara Patterson, SGU graduate, class of 2003.
I now invite Dr. Melinda Wilkerson, Professor and Chair of the Pathobiology Department, to lead the students in reciting aloud the professional commitment. It's right there as well if you'd like, whatever.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations, first term class. So I'd like for you all to stand, and you'll repeat after me, and all of the veterinarians in the house also can join us. Being accepted into the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly swear to further my knowledge and skills for benefit of society through the protection of animal health, the relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. Will conduct my studies conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept my responsibility to assist my colleagues to achieve our mutual goals. I acknowledge my obligation to adhere to the university's honor code and to conduct myself with integrity in an ethical manner at all times. It is a privilege to be opportunity to become a veterinarian. I will be ever conscious of that privilege and never abuse it. Congratulations, everyone.
As you can see, there's clearly no support by fellow classmates. Thank you, Dr. Wilkerson. Students, be seated. As you've heard, the incoming class has just completed a professional attributes workshop known as PAWS. Aside from your technical veterinary skills, PAWS focuses on the development of those life skills needed for success: communication, teamwork, and professionalism. To be a successful veterinarian, you need to have excellent people skills, you need to be a responsible member of a team, and you also need to be a servant leader. Without these skills, we will fail to fulfill our veterinary obligations: to be an advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves, our animal patients, and to use the skills for the benefit of our society. The PAWS facilitators will now share some of these experiences with you through a special presentation. On behalf of St. George's University, I would like to thank the students, families, faculty, staff, and administrators for your support and your presence at this ceremony. Congratulations, guys. You're on your way to an amazing profession. I ask that you all remain seated. The students are going to get ushered out, and then family, friends, faculty, and staff can exit through the back doors and also the side doors as well. Thank you again, and we'll have a light reception in Modica Hall